Hello, my name is Jack O'Leary. I'm head of consulting North America with Flywheel, formerly known as Edge by Essential, and I'm here to present to you our viewpoint on center store shopping trends for 2023, 2024, and beyond. When first considering how the store is evolving and how the center store specifically is evolving, we need to understand the impact that e-commerce growth has had on stores and store design. Different categories or departments of stores have been more affected by online shopping growth than others. According to our data and estimates, a category such as books, music, or video could reach, in its ultimate maturity, as much as 90% online sales penetration, and is most likely very far along on its journey to that point at around 70+% online penetration a day. But when we consider some classic center store categories, they're not as far along on their journey to ultimate e-commerce adoption rates. A category such as pet food could reach anywhere from 50 to 70% online, but we believe today is really only at around 20% online penetration. The same is true for things like baby food, household care and cleaning, homewares. These are all categories in which there's still a large volume and a high percentage of the shopping occurring in store-based environments, in the center store specifically. But retailers need to defend that space, make it an appealing place, an experiential place for shoppers to come to, because there's significant pressure here. These categories could reach much higher penetration rates online if shoppers deem it a good alternative to the in-store experience. And certainly we've seen this play out across the store. When we think about and have done some analysis on store design, we've come up with some generalized projections on what the future of a big box store in the EU or North America may look like. And the section of the store that is most pressured by some of the trends we're seeing is the center store. A lot of the most utilitarian type categories and merchandise is there. These are categories that in some cases shoppers don't need as much in-person experience with the products. They can shop them online very conveniently. And so therefore many retailers are taking away as much as 30% of their center store space in future stores, and instead allocating space in stores to things like service areas that drive traffic, or spaces to enable fulfillment to shoppers' homes, or spaces around the perimeter or experiential parts of the store where shoppers are shopping those categories such as fresh and perishable fruits and vegetables, or fresh bakery, deli, that actually do drive them into the store for in-store trips. So this is an important consideration when considering any center store trends. This is an area that's under pressure, and one in which retailers are thinking long and hard about how to reimagine it and get shoppers into this space into the future here in the face of e-commerce growth. So what does that mean when we distill it down? I think it means that utilitarian shopper needs for this part of the store are going down, but experiential shopping needs are going up. And what I mean by that is I can get my utilitarian shopping trip taken care of online, but if I can go and I can enter a center store space that educates me about the category or shows me new items, an experiential space that kind of surprises and delights, that will be a space that will remain in the future center store of the future. So let's give you a few key examples of what this might look like. We're already seeing valuable end cap space allocated to new elements in store, things like retail media in some cases. But the aisle becomes a place to dive deeper and discover the category more meaningfully versus just storing inventory and products here. We look at some of Walmart's new store concepts, such as one that's deemed time well spent, which is focused on making Walmart a destination where customers want to spend their time. There's design principles built around digital touch points in the aisle, in the store, space to discover products, activated corners, well-illuminated and educational spaces for things like health and beauty or other categories. Walmart really looking to enhance their in-store spaces with both digital and curated merchandising to bring it up to the next level in the face of the trends we're seeing. Additionally, there's other ways technology will be integrated to help shoppers more easily navigate and shop the center store. For example, Marks & Spencer in the UK is offering an augmented reality navigation app called List and Go to help customers find items as they navigate those center store aisles. Additionally, the Giant Company in the US and Ahold Delhaize banner is trialing QR codes alongside alcohol products with links to supplier websites for information on ratings and flavor notes on products here. Really trying to take that center store experience and enable shoppers through their phones to learn more about the products presented in front of them. Additionally, we're going to see more formalized store-within-store spaces grow and prosper. And store-within-store to us means curating a almost separate store experience within the center of the store environment. For example, Edeka has opened a beauty box store-in-store concept with one of Germany's largest drugstore retailers as their partner. They're going to trial this in 6 locations over Germany over this year. And the idea here is this is a beauty-specific space with separate flooring, separate lighting, a completely different store experience from the rest of the Edeka location one might be in. In France, Cancino has developed a pet shop-in-shop, also in partnership with a pet retailer as well. The shop-in-shop's assortment is really focused on curating really great pet category items, health, food, accessories, toys. It really feels like you're shopping a space that is really devoted to pets. Now, a major consideration of this is what to watch. And I think I would look to see which retailers are being most productive with their square footage as they feel this kind of compression and reorganization of store spaces. Regional grocers are often more productive on a per store basis or a per square foot basis in the US, for example. We see examples, our US supermarket average sales per store is around $9.2 million in our database here, but we see the likes of Price Chopper at 27 million, Hannaford at 45 million, Winco Foods at 67 million, H-E-B at $82 million per year per store here. Some of the regional players have really figured out and cracked this, at least for grocery center store experience, and are driving great productivity to these locations relative to the channel average. And so they're a good one to watch. So to sum it all up, what will happen to the center store? We believe it will transform and become more experiential. And by that, it needs to engage shoppers, help them easily navigate to the center store and shop the space via good merchandising and technology. It needs to educate and equip shoppers, aiding them in gathering category or product knowledge in a way that can't be replicated online. It can entertain shoppers, increase the center store dwell time through exciting seasonal merchandising or interesting product curation. And it should excite and experiment, really trying to create a destination space in the center store via elevated retailer and brand collaboration, some of these store-within-a-store experiences as well. So we look forward to seeing what retailers do going into the future here and what other initiatives are underway in this future of the center store. Thank you.